and welcome to Story Farm. I'm Shannon Baldwin. 4 years ago, I decided to leave my life in Canada and take a plane across the world to start traveling and learning how to teach English as a second language. About 1 year after starting that, I realized that teaching was something I was passionate about. So I got a job at a language center. And after 3 years, I was able to work my way up to become the general manager of Ellicott Language Center. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the 4 things that I used to work my way up in a company. This is great for ESL teachers and people that work in that sector, but it can work for anyone. So let's get started. So let's start with step 1. It's going to sound a little bit harsh, but you know nothing. This has been my mantra since university. Every job that you do, there's always someone with more experience than you. There's always someone who has tips or things that you can learn from. And not knowing everything is not a bad thing. It's always amazing to learn from someone else. Learning is how we improve ourselves, and it's how we become the best we can be in the field we work in, or any field that we have a job in. Step 2, job description. Your job description is never the job expectation. Remember that your bosses had to work their way up to become a manager, to become a GM, to become a director of a company. They did this by going outside the box and doing additional work. So if you want to do the same and work your way up, they're going to expect you to do stuff outside of work. Even in your job description, they're not going to put every little aspect of it. There are things that are just going to be expected. For example, doing social events, spending extra time at work, helping each other, or even spending time with students outside of school. That will never be put in your job description. You will never be paid for that, but it will always be expected of you. Number 3, position yourself in the job you want. If you believe yourself able to do that job, start volunteering to help in that. If you want it, start dressing for it. If you dress for it, if you start working in it, once a position becomes available in that job, you'll be the first person they think of to fill it. And even if that job doesn't exist yet at your company, if you're already working it, all they have to do is add a title. And finally, be kind to everyone. This is something that we learn when we are children in kindergarten, but it's still just as applicable today, and it's one of the easiest things to forget to do. It's easy to hate on your bosses, to get annoyed with them, to call them out or gossip, but try your best not to do that. It's okay if you think that at home, but never show it in the workplace and never put it into your social media or WhatsApp messages. Be kind. You don't have to be best friends with your bosses, but you do need to be nice to them. You need to show a positive attitude and just be kind. If your boss doesn't like you, you will never get a raise or a promotion. Also be kind to the people you work with. Yes, I'm a teacher, but I'm not just friendly to the teachers. I also make friends with our front of house staff, the receptionist, the marketing team. As many people that work under your company, those are the people you should be kind to. Remember that if you want to work in management, you're eventually going to have to manage all of those different people. So you want them to see you as a leader and as someone that they can trust and speak to openly. And the last one is very important. Be kind to your clients. Clients have a lot of power. They can tell your bosses if they don't like you and don't want to work with you. And they can also tell your boss if they do like you and they can request to work with you. It's great if your boss can trust you to manage a client or handle the client until your boss or manager is able to speak with them. Remember to use all of these 4 points to work your way up in the company. It's not just for ESL. This is applicable to every job that I have worked in my life. This is how I get pay raises and work my way up. If you want more information about this, or just other things about my life as an ESL teacher and manager in Southeast Asia, make sure to follow me on social media. You'll find my descriptions down in the description section, and you can also watch more stories like this on Story Farm. So make sure to subscribe.